All right, ladies and gents, today we're going to be talking about adding rational numbers. Now, before we get started, let's do a comparison between rational numbers and integers. I would suggest watching the other video that's due this week first before watching this, but it's up to you. Integers are any positive or negative whole number. So some integers include 10, 5, -5, -10, -9, 1, right? Any number that is negative or positive and it's a whole number. Now, rational numbers include integers. So all of these that were listed, 10, 5, -5, -10, they're all also rational numbers. Other rational numbers include negative and positive fractions and negative and positive decimals as well. Also, mixed numbers are in there, so -1 1/2 is a rational number. So is -1/10. So is 1/10. All right. So any fraction, decimal, mixed number, whole number, they're all going to fall under rational numbers. Integers are just whole numbers. Okay. So let's take a look at this first example. Now we have -8/3 plus 5/6. Before we start to concern ourselves with the negative numbers, we need to make common denominators. And we know that back from last year in 5th grade when we started adding fractions. So they share a factor of 6. So I'm going to multiply the bottom by 2, and I'm going to multiply the top by 2. That gives me 16 over 6. That's negative plus 5/6. All right. The denominator stays the same. That's going to be 6. And now I need to think, all right, I'm at -16, and then I add 5. So I'm going to go in the positive direction. I'm going to go up, and that would leave me with 11, and that would be negative. So negative 11 over 6, and I can reduce that to, we could drop and divide. So 11 divided by 6. 6 goes into that one time. I'm left with a remainder of 5. And we have -1 and 5/6 as our final answer. Okay? So we can reduce this or simplify it, whatever you want to call it, to -1 and 5/6. All right, let's jump to a decimal. So we're going to adjust this screen a little bit so you can see over here. All right, we have -4 and 5/100 plus 7 and 62/100. Let's just round to see about where our answer is going to be, okay? So let's take this to -4 plus, we'll call this 8, all right? And if we put this on a number line, here's -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Whenever we add, we go up. So our starting point is -4 right here. And we go up 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would put us at 4. So our answer should be around 4. Now, another way we could have gotten this is, when we round it, is 8 minus 4. So take what we just did here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 7 and 62/100 minus 4 and 5/100. So we do our subtraction. I had to borrow here from the 6. That became 5. 12 minus 5 is 7. 5 minus 0 is 5. Line the decimal point straight up. This has to be positive 3 and 57/100. And that's shown here when we rounded, okay? Because we were at -4 and 5/5, and then we went up in the positive direction, so that answer makes sense to me, and that would be it. Alrighty, let me know if you need help. See me.